Hi everyone.
Hi everyone.
We got ourselves together and we thought we'd do an English live again.
So our English friends can understand what's happening and what we are doing now.
Well, it's been a while. It's been a few days since we did.
I think it was a week ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
Literally a week ago.
What is happening now is that we are literally sitting on the beach. Actually, we can show you that. Or we can be seen or the beach itself. So we're sitting in one of these bungalows and we're talking to you. So what happened? Last time we checked in was in Kuala Lumpur, I think.
Yeah, it was the first day in Kuala Lumpur. So
yeah.
What happened after this? And the next day we went to Batu Caves and we saw the caves over there, which was, I think, beautiful. So we can just recommend to you to go there if you are in Kuala Lumpur.
Definitely, it's like a 40 minutes train ride.
Yeah. So it's pretty easy. You just need to go to the central station in Kuala Lumpur, and from there you can go directly by train. So don't be afraid. So I mean, not be afraid, but they do have several trips from Kuala Lumpur to Batu Caves where they are organizing, but it's way more expensive if you go and plan your own.
Yeah, so if you do it on yourself, it's way cheaper. I mean, the ticket was something like, I don't know,
5 ringgit or something like this?
Yeah, something around €1 or so. And then if you go organized, it's like 20 or 30 euros. So absolutely no point. Okay,
so we went there alone, which was, I think, beautiful. So you can go there and see all the caves and temples and all stuff, which is nice, really, really nice. I can just recommend it. After that, we went to a night market in Kuala Lumpur, which is again pretty cool. I think it's 1 or 2 kilometers long.
Yeah, it's 2 point something, yeah.
And it's really nice. They have lots of foods and all stuff what you can imagine, and you can buy it for really, really cheap. And what happened there, that we found a guy who was selling just boxes.
Yeah, but just before that, I told that this whole market is like pretty much AliExpress itself. Like literally, you can buy anything there. The thing was that there was this guy selling boxes. Like you could see that these boxes were on post at a point.
Because there was a name and address in it, but it was like
blacked out. Yeah. So he was selling these boxes on kilogram. Hi, Melly. And the thing was that you could buy. I mean, it was something like 6 ringgit for 400 grams.
100 grams, yeah.
And what we did, that we were checking all the boxes, and
not we. It was only just Botte.
Yeah, and then she chose a box, and then she chose a box.
Yeah, and it was 2 charger in it.
Two battery. What's that? Not battery. How do you call it? External batteries, like the chargers itself. It was pink and
some kitty one in it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It was two in one boxes, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was also quite cheap. So
and
if you compare the prices,
crazy, and he wanted to buy a new one, and then he decided to get a
big box,
one.
like almost a kill.
He was so excited. He was opening like Christmas time. You can imagine he's opening it. And what? What was in
shoes.
The box? It was shoes.
It was fucking shoes.
And the shoes was disgusting, and the size was not correct.
Yeah, it was 40 something, 41, I think.
So,
but what happened is like they were really, really disgusting, like golden, red,
everything. It was not our style at all.
So what I did is I started joking around, like, okay, guys, anyone wants to buy it?
I think we paid for it 40 ringgit.
Yeah.
And we started selling it for 30 ringgit. Yeah. So definitely we lose 10 ringgit, but still better because we can't do anything with the shoes.
And I wouldn't carry it with myself.
Yeah. So that was a guy who tried, and it was okay, and he liked it, but he said okay.
He said something and then he went away. But then there was another girl, and she tried it on, and she was like, "Oh, it's too big, it's too big."
But that was like this big for her.
Yeah, literally.
So then after the guy came back,
and
he decided to buy the shoes. So
I won some crazy shoes and I sold them. Cool, good stuff. But
good job.
Since I could sell the shoes, I thought I can sell at least one of the power banks. Oh, it's power bank, yeah. So I literally sold one of the power banks. So we bought the 2 power banks for 24 ringgits, and I sold one 24.
25.
24.
Okay,
oh, that doesn't matter. And I sold one for 12. So good job.
Good job. So we still have one.
Yeah.
Which is I can say it's not the best quality, but it's okay. We still have one, and we are carrying with us. Okay. After all those experiences from Kuala Lumpur, we left the city.
Yeah.
And we went to Cameroon Highlands.
Yeah. Cameroon Highlands is a tea plantation.
And
It's not just one.
awesome.
It has multiple tea plantations, but
But
unless
I
you
think
saw one, you can't imagine. I mean, it's like
we put some photos on
yeah,
Facebook.
yeah. We have some
Maybe
photos on
already
Facebook.
saw
You can
it.
check them.
It was so amazing. So you just go in and it's hills and all around tea plantation. Tea
Yeah, and it's so
bushes.
it's so shapy or so. It's not like you can see it's handmade, so to say, because how they are harvesting the tea. It's going to be flat. And it's brilliant. It looks brilliant. And we went to the tea factory, and as soon as you enter the factory, it smells like tea, but like fresh tea, and you want
it
to
was
drink
really
a tea.
And then
It's
after we went
amazing
and drink a
marketing.
tea.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
went and drink a tea. So that's
Which was again really good. And
Yeah.
how we got there, I think we need to mention it, that when
Yeah.
we arrived to Cameroon Highlands, we had no hotel or room.
no
where
no
to
stay booked, literally.
So we were just walking around in the city, and after 1.5 hour walking,
We found a place.
found a place
So good
with
job.
a guy, but this guy was really nice. And then next day we decided to rent a scooter.
Yeah.
But we had some issues in the first place because
Here as well, so they made some new rules. They were saying that you need to have at least category A to rent a scooter, which is okay. I don't mind, but I don't have category A. So what happened?
So Botti was really sad when he came back, and he told me that okay, we can't really rent a scooter.
Yeah, because all the plans were based on a scooter that we can go around.
So after we went for kind of big company, you can imagine how big is the company here, but it was a bigger company. It was a travel agency, and in the travel agency
they didn't even look what license I had. They just give us a scooter and buy.
We got a small scooter which was really cute, and we used it for all day.
Yeah.
And we went to 2 tea plantations. Both was really nice, and then after we went to a night market in Cameroon Highlands as well.
Yeah,
which was smaller than in Kuala Lumpur, but at least we eat something which was covered in banana leaves. We have a video
uploaded. It all sort of rice with some sort
sauce.
of meat and sauce.
And the other one was some fish fillet. And this fish was reddish, so it was wow. It was tasty, but when we opened it, it was like, okay, we don't know what is it, and this fish is red. You know, in Hungary, what we are eating, it's white. So
pretty much. But it was nice taste.
Except salmon. Okay, so then we give back the scooter, and then the next day...
Actually, we talked with the guy there locally. So we wanted to go to the jungle after that, to Tamanagara. But turns out...
Our plan was different.
Yeah, we wanted to go to City Guamushang, and from there, by renting a scooter or something, going into the jungle. That was our idea, my idea actually. But it turned out completely wrong, like literally wrong. Because what happened, that you cannot enter the jungle just like that anywhere. There are multiple reasons for that.
Because they have dangerous animals, like pythons.
Yeah, okay.
That's why you cannot
But you can still enter the jungle because of that. But they also have dangerous people, like the original people.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, but what happened? So what we do pretty much while traveling, we talk with everyone. Like, see ya, Lacey. See ya, Tomasz. So what we do is like we talk to everyone and ask for ideas, ask for places where to go, how they if they were somewhere, how it was. For example, we have some friends here from Netherlands. We met them in Cameroon Highlands.
Plantation.
Then we had some new friends later on. Okay, but the thing is that we were talking with this landlord, and he advised us that there is a transfer directly going to Tamanagara. Which is a completely different part of it. So this Tamanagara is a huge national park, and we wanted to go to the northern side, and they brought us to the southern side. But anyway, it was nice. The thing was, going there, we thought was crazy, but it wasn't that crazy. We booked the transfer. Originally we wanted to go by hitchhiking, train, and then renting a scooter, which would be quite expensive altogether. But then we went with the transfer, and they told us that they bring us with the bus 3 hours, and then to a village where they pick us up with boats.
And with boats we can go to this.
Yeah, they bring us up on the sea for 3 hours. They bring you with a boat on the river to reach the village, because there is no other way, the landlord said. When we arrived to this village, the first thing we found out was that the river has almost no water, so they can't bring you with small boats. So they bring you with a bus. Okay,
And
so
the other thing is what we have to mention, I think that the landlord told us that if you go to the jungle, you have to be prepared and make some sandwiches, because over there are no shops, no restaurants and nothing. So what we did, good Hungarians, we went into the shop, we bought 1.5 kilo bread and something like
it was Australian cheese spread.
Yeah, and some cucumber.
Yeah.
And I think we made maybe 15 or more sandwiches.
Something like that.
Because we wanted to be well prepared, and we bought some biscuits and water and all stuff, because we like
You never know. I mean,
really.
yeah.
So then
when we arrived to this place, turned out that we booked, let's say, the landlord called someone, but then they didn't have a reservation. Then they found a reservation, just it wasn't my name Boton, but I was Boton.
I think you are confusing now everyone. So, let me summarize a bit cleaner. So we don't have any place to stay in Tamannegara as well, and the landlord, who was in Cameron Highlands, booked us something at the Han Resort in Tamannegara.
Don't go there.
And when we arrived, it's turned out that we don't have the reservation. Then they find that we have the reservation, but that reservation was a bit more expensive than what they told us. So we told them that, okay, we do not need a room with an air condition. We are really happy with just the fun.
Yeah.
And it's okay, we can stay there. And it's,
it was 2 separate beds, which was, I would say, it's not a problem really, but I went there and asked them that, okay, but do you have a double bed maybe? And they were like, they were laughing at me. It made me nuts, literally, like from 0 to hero. Anyway, and then they told us that no, we already have air-conditioned rooms with the double beds. And
okay, so we
my problem originally was, we changed the room finally, but my problem originally was that it was really expensive. I mean, compared to Kuala Lumpur, compared to anything. I mean, we are staying here in the resort for way cheaper than for what we stood over there. And it was nothing. Literally, it was a bed with an airco. Nothing else in the room.
But at least it was clean.
Yeah.
It was clean. So and we had a common shower and toilet as well. So.
Anyway, don't go there. I can't speak. Go to Dance Resort, because that's literally next to the river, and that's important because we found out next day. Okay, first things first. First day we went out for a jeep safari.
Night jeep safari.
Night jeep safari.
Because they told us if you go to the night jeep safari, you can see some big animals like
pythons, elephants maybe, tigers, all sort of big animals, since you're in the jungle. Until that point I didn't realize that we can meet these kind of animals over here. Anyway, what happened? We went to this trip in Dongo. Nothing we saw. We saw one flying squirrel. And they told us there's some sort of
baby pardits, a baby leopard or something.
Leopard cats or something like that. But I think there is one leopard cat over here as well. It looks like a leopard, but it's a cat. Anyway,
so huge, small cat.
So don't go there. But the next day, what we did in the morning, we went on ourselves into the jungle, because there are walkways. Basically, if you saw the pictures earlier, what we posted online, there are walkways you can walk in the jungle on. But you're not supposed to go to each and every point of the jungle.
So you will have a sign that from there you can only just go with a guide, but until that point you can go alone, and it's pretty cool. Yeah,
but after that point they say you should not go, because what's over there, it's you need a tour guide. I don't know what's happening there, but anyway, we went. So what we did, that we wanted to go somewhere, we turned out somewhere else, but it was really nice in the jungle. I mean, it was noisy. I mean, you see the movies,
because of
you don't realize.
Sound of the jungle, that's why it was noisy.
Yeah, of course.
Really, really nice, and it was a really good experience. If you go there, just bring a lot of water with yourself, and be prepared, because the humidity is so high.
Crazy.
In the jungle. Like, you are sweating.
Took off my t-shirts, and you could basically, I mean, amazingly sweaty over there.
But it was
crazy.
Nice.
Well, it was nice, yeah.
After we arrived back, we were so hungry.
Yeah.
But they told us that it's Sunday and it's some national holidays, not holidays, but it's some religion holiday,
yeah.
Something
so
like this.
Nobody's working.
Nobody will work, but we thought, okay, come on. They told us that it's no markets and no restaurants and nothing in the jungle, but they have everything. So maybe someone will be open, but no one. All the restaurants was closed, and okay, but we were really hungry. We still had one more sandwiches, but the day before we were eating all our sandwiches
And
because
it's sweet
if we
bread.
prepare,
I mean,
we
Dutch
don't want
people
to
like
lose
sweet
it.
bread, but we are Hungarians. I don't like sweet bread.
Okay, so what we did, we went into the market and we bought some biscuits and 2 Magnum ice cream.
Yeah,
that was
our
lunch.
Yeah.
And then we went to another tour and we went to the tour guide and told him that okay, we didn't find anything to eat.
Yeah, I was just complaining, you know, that why is nothing
but
open?
in a nice way, so, and he was so kind, and he went to the shop and he bought something for us. It was like a 7 days croissant,
But it was filled with corn
cream or something like this.
Yeah,
So.
it was crazy. But the guy was really nice. I mean, as soon as I told him that I'm hungry, he jumped on the scooter and went somewhere and brought us something. So it was fine.
Yeah.
But after that, we finally get into these boats.
Yeah, because we went to this, it's called not a speedboat, but it was a trekking tour to the
Asli village.
Asli village. And this Asli village was there where the origin peoples are living. But how you can imagine that here really the origins are living?
So it was the original people who were around that area. What they did, they were living in the jungle in persons, 20 to 25 persons in one village. Let's call it village.
And they are living from the jungle, so they are really hunting,
collecting fruits whatever you can imagine. So we went to this village. Well, the ride there was amazing. We also uploaded a video about that, how we went with these boats, and it's like in the movies. I felt like in National Geographic. Literally, you're sitting in a boat on a river, you see trees, huge trees everywhere. Amazing it was.
So we arrived at the village,
yeah,
and it was so sad, to be honest, to be there, and I felt myself bad to be in this village, because what we did, we were just walking around in the village because they told us we can, and everybody was there and watching us, and we were watching them, you know, like in a zoo.
You feel like in somebody's home you walk around. I mean, that we didn't like it. I mean,
so
all the grown-ups were away, the children were there.
Our children were so kind and nice.
They were waiting for chocolate.
Yeah, because we bring them some chocolate from Hungary. They didn't know it's from Hungary, we taught them, but they are not speaking any language, just their own languages.
Yeah.
So we gave them some chocolates, and they were so kind and nice. They ate the chocolate, and then after they ran away and go down to the river for swimming. Wow, it was amazing. And then after they show us how they are using the blowpipe.
Yeah, how they are hunting with the blowpipe, how they make everything. So it was crazy.
And how you can make fire. And one important thing.
Oh yeah.
In the village, you can get married if you are a man.
Yeah.
If you can make fire with from nothing, you know.
With two pieces of wood, pretty much.
Wow.
And you can make a blowpipe.
And the blowpipe.
Yeah, and they need to go quite far away. It's like a 5-day tour on foot for them in the jungle to go to a specific place where well, I have no idea how you say in English, but this pipe thing grows. Okay, so after that we booked the transfer to get here.
Oh yeah.
Wow, we are back. Okay.
Sorry, we had some network issues.
Yeah, well, we are right now in an island where there is basically electricity only in the afternoon till the morning, so no surprises over here.
And they are using generators, so they don't have like normal cables and such. So yeah. Okay, so the night before we left from Anegara, it was horrible because we were sleeping in that room where we booked with air conditioning.
But imagine a 3 meter times 2 meters, so it's a 6 square meter room, pretty much, not really bigger.
Yeah. All the night I heard that the guy from the next room was snoring like hell.
Yeah.
It was worse than Botti. And then after was no electricity at all in our room, and the air conditioner was not working. Sometimes got some electricity and started beeping, like beep, beep.
It was continuously turning on, off, and it made me nuts. I mean, I had a headache before, and I had a headache when I wake up in the middle of the night in a crazy warm room with no aircon, which I paid for, which pisses me off. Anyway,
so
that was our last night.
So we get up so early,
and
then we just walk into the city with all our stuff and had some nice breakfast. Literally,
that was really nice.
Some rice, and they made it in coconut water.
Yeah.
And just some eggs and some chili next to it. So it was really nice. That was our breakfast. And
then
I never thought that you can eat rice for breakfast.
Yeah, but since they don't have bread, they're eating rice with everything. So you get used to it.
Pretty cool. Then we went to the office. That was the dance office, where we booked the transfer to here, to the island. It's called, you know the name, Perhentian Island. So we arrived there and we saw a Spanish couple because we met there before and we know that they are coming to the same island.
But we got to separate places. They told us to go.
We don't know why. And then the lady told us that it's 5 van will come because everybody is going for minivan.
It's important, minivan. Okay, these minivans are really mini.
Okay, but you know what? When the first one is arrived, it looks nice.
Yeah, they look nice. Yeah.
But then we got a small and old and I think dirty minivan.
And they fit 12 persons in that. I mean, we uploaded also a picture.
Driver.
Yeah, it was crazy. But
so
finally,
how we sit? I was sitting in the middle. Next to me was sitting Botti, and the other
side
was sitting a French guy. And I was sitting like in a sandwich, like this.
And it was quite warm because the aircon was not working. So.
And what they told us that it's going to be 6 hours, but it turned out it was 8 hours, I think, with that aircon. So everybody was sweating in the car. And they told us that the last ferry will come to the island at 4
p.m.
We arrived to the city where the ferry is coming at 4:30. So everybody was like, okay, what will happen? But they told us, okay, no worries, we sorted out and we just have to believe because what else can you do? And what Botti just realized that they are really so kind and they are organizing everything, but they are not telling to you what is going
keeping information from you, literally.
So what happened that we were just standing and waiting for the ferry and we saw that everybody who is coming from the island was totally wet.
Soaking wet, but literally soaking wet.
So we just asked the guy,
yeah, are we gonna get wet? I mean, we have all our stuff, electronics, everything with us. No, he started laughing. It's like, what the fuck?
And we don't know, he is not understanding what we are asking or he's just making joke of us.
Yeah, so we got to a speedboat, not a ferry, and we got soaking fucking wet. I mean, you can imagine a speedboat in a 2-meter high waves, jumping all around with
like
like crazy.
That was how we arrived to the island.
But one of our bags was literally full of water. Literally, I was saving the electronics with that bag, so that's why probably. But it was crazy. I mean, the first
okay,
she was really scared at first, really scared.
In the end, it was so funny. But just that was an experience what we didn't ask, and they don't told us that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And wow.
But it was a good experience at the end.
And the other thing that we had.
Okay, I'll show you this. I mean, I tried to show you. What happened? We arrived with a speedboat. Here, everywhere around, it's full of corals. So what is happening that they can't come in with the boats.
With the hype.
Okay, you see that boat over there? I can't zoom in this thing. That boat there is staying. I mean, sorry, this boat here. You see this thingy? That thingy is a floating dock. So literally a floating dock. And what they do, they just drop you on it. With all your baggages and everything, and that dock was moving like this, literally in the waves.
Just told us, okay, sit down, they will come and pick you up. And
yeah, and then you're sitting like 100 meters from the coast, and it's like, what the hell? How long I'm going to sit here? But then I think
we were waiting 1 minute. Maybe,
yeah, pretty much, and then we saw a guy coming with a little boat for us, so it was fine.
That was pretty cool. And the other thing, we had no room booked for here as well.
Yeah.
So we just went to the lady and asked if she has anything for us. And then she told us, yeah, she has just 2 beds in a dormitory. So we
slept in a dormitory, actually in 1 bed, because we both rented a mosquito net, which we could only apply on the bottom bed.
Oh, so that's the reason why you slept next to me, not because you love me? Oh, okay.
So what happened that we...
Now everybody knows.
We slept there, then we talked with her, and now today we got a room. Well, not too big difference. I mean, we have a double bed with a fan. That's it.
Okay, it's the only difference that it's just 2 of us in the room.
Yeah. So that's 12, not 12 people.
So now we are in this island, which is so beautiful. So like we went swimming today in the morning.
Yeah, actually, we can walk down to the beach. We can show them how beautiful it is. Yeah. So we just what we did. Okay, sorry, trying not to get you sick. Just we had to get off this thingy. So this thingy is like this, yeah?
Yeah, that's really.
You can just sit on it and enjoy, have fun. So what we did, We spent the whole day today. So that was yesterday. Yesterday we didn't really swim, didn't do anything.
Yeah, because we arrived quite late.
Yeah, it was
So
quite late.
Happy we are here.
And we had some beer. So yeah, how this thing looks. I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, the whole thingy. If I show you around, it's really cozy. It's really nice. All sort of stuff, palm trees, coconuts falling on your head.
And
Oh, and dragons. There is no dragons right now.
no,
You could check. I mean, we uploaded a video earlier with the dragon.
it's like this big.
Well, it's quite big and heavy,
Yeah, yeah.
and they hit.
Quite scary.
Yeah, they are quite scary as well.
Yeah.
So what happened? Today we went snorkeling. Well, the sun is not shining, so we can't really show you. But the water is crystal clear with loads of corals in it. But like loads of corals. I even scratched myself a few times. So yeah, we went swimming all day. We got burned, sunburn. What else did we do? Oh, we went to Turtle Beach. There is a beach called Turtle Beach. It's like 10 minutes walk, which is fine. But
In the jungle.
Jungle, in the woods. But we found like I don't know, 5 or 6 dragons in our way.
Like this small.
Yeah, but they are really
this big.
scary because unless you don't step next to them, they don't move. So you don't see them. But when you step next to them, they go crazy and they start running. Hope most of the times not to your way, but it's still fine. Okay, guys. So that was our day. That was our time here. We're still gonna spend here 2 nights. This night and next night.
And then we are going to go to Langkawi Island.
To Langkawi Island, yeah.
Yep, we booked night bus.
Yeah, we booked a night bus, so we're going to we're gonna go out with the speedboat somehow. Probably wet, and then we're gonna travel. I think 8 or 10 hours with the bus, with the night bus, and then we're gonna ride to Langkawi. But that's
Not Langkawi, just for one of the.
to Perlis, yeah.
And from there we have to take a ferry.
To take a ferry, yeah.
It's going to be a ferry, not a speedboat.
Yeah, and then we go
arrive
to Langkawi Island.
But finally we have booked some hotels.
Nice
the first
ones.
night in a different one,
We
and
are really lucky.
then a night one, a
A nicer one for 3 nights. So yeah. Okay, guys. So enjoy. Take your time. Nice day for you. I'm still hoping for a dragon, but I can't see any. Not when you're live. But if we see a dragon, we can go live if you want. Just give us a sign. Okay. So have a nice afternoon. Enjoy your time. We are waiting for. Okay. One more thing. There is no the beer here. They're not allowed to sell beer.
Out.
Yeah. But they're not allowed for some reason to sell beer.
I think they're not
Religiously not
maybe
allowed, I
religious.
think.
Yeah.
So what they do, they have a fridge with a note on the top that is 10 ringgit, 700 forints for a beer.
And
it's
it's
a
0.3.
Yeah, it's a small can. But it's like you take it for yourself and you pay it for yourself. It's quite nice.
And it's called private fridge.
Yeah, it's a private fridge. But they run out of beer now, so we are waiting for more beer to come.
And also they are closed now because in the afternoon after 4 till 7 they are
Yeah,
closed.
they are cleaning as we saw
the
today,
restaurant. So now we are waiting they open.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Take care, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Follow us on Facebook, on YouTube. YouTube is more important right now. Thank you.